What's up guys, Seth here with Activated Performance. Today I'm going to talk about 5 often overlooked tips that are going to put pounds onto your bench press. Tip number 1, drive your knees out and flex your glutes. Driving your knees out and flexing your glutes is going to create a whole lot of tension around your pelvis. Your legs and your hips are the foundation for your bench press, and the more tightness you have in that area, the more tension you can create, the better you're going to be able to apply force back to that barbell. Benching isn't supposed to be comfortable, so you want to get as tight as possible everywhere that you can. If you're lacking tightness in your legs and hips, creating some is going to make your bench skyrocket. Tip number 2. On the same topic of creating more tension, instead of just cranking yourselves into an arch, I want you guys to create tension in your abdominals, create a brace while you're benching. Once again, when you guys hit that leg drive, if you're just cranked into an arch, you're going to have a little bit of spring in there when you try to transfer that force to the bar. If you have a solid brace, if you're pushing out with your abs, if you're flexing your abs, if you're creating that tension, you're going to be able to transfer that force from your leg drive better to the barbell. Better leg drive, more force transfer, it's going to mean a bigger bench press. Tip number 3, push yourself into the pad, don't just push the bar away from you. If all you're thinking about is pushing the bar away from you, it can be way too easy to overpress, to lose your scapula, and then put your shoulders in some shitty mechanics for pressing, and you're probably not going to be able to lock out the bench if it gets really heavy. If you guys are thinking about driving yourself further into that pad, keeping your scapulas locked in, you are going to have so much better mechanics. You're going to be able to actually use your triceps to finish the press, and your bench is going to be a whole lot stronger. Tip number 4, create some tension in your upper back. Now, there are a few cues that can accomplish this. 2 of my favorites are either bend the bar or spread the bar apart. Now, depending on which cue you use, you're going to be using different musculature to create that tension, but as long as you have upper back tension there, it doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you can keep it through the press. The more tension that you have in your upper back, the more stable your shoulders are going to be, the more control you're going to have over the bar, and again, the better you're going to be able to transfer that force back to the barbell. So guys, create some tension. I don't care if you're bending the bar, spreading the bar, or what you're doing with it, just make sure your upper back is doing something during the bench press. Tip number 5. Now this one is so important because how the bench starts determines how the bench is going to finish. So learn how to take a handoff. You see way too many people just taking their handoff sloppy, just pressing the bar out, not being tight, not being set, not being locked in, and then they have a shitty, loose, all over the place bench press. When you guys are taking your handoffs, I want you to be absolutely locked in. I want your scapula to be retracted and depressed before you even get your hands on the bar. I want you to set your hands on the bar and squeeze it hard while maintaining your scapular position. And I want your handoff to be nothing but pulling the bar into the J-hooks to build tension and then popping it out with your triceps. If you guys do that, if you guys keep your lats on through the lift off, if you guys keep your scapulas retracted and depressed, you're going to be so locked in and you're going to feel so solid under that weight that even a new PR is going to feel light in your hands. So guys, make sure your handoff is as solid as possible. Create as much tension as you can. Push yourself into the pad, don't just push the bar away from you, and I bet your bench is going to feel a whole lot better. Thank you for watching. If you got anything out of this, make sure to click like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and be sure to check out activatedperformance.net for our apparel. New hats dropped yesterday, they're going quick, so make sure to grab one.